Up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 93, NASDAQ up 119, S&P's up 20, gold up $34, 19.31, breaking all-time highs. Silver up $1.50, $24.37. That baby's wants to make a run to $30 to $35, folks. It's a monster move. Oil down 34 cents, trading at $40.94 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year flat right now, 139.13. The 30-year up 2 ticks at 181.04. And King Dollar's breaking down 794 ticks, 93,641. That's on its way to 88. The euro is at 117, on its way to 124. The yen is at 105, on its way to 101, and the British pound's at 128, on its way to 142. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning, man. There's lots going on. That's my new expression, man. It seems to fit well at 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday.
There's no doubt. I heard all the earnings that are coming out this week. Monster amount of earnings. No two ways about that. Gold, bottom line, guess what, folks? Bottom line is that what I expect you're going to see here, you got an ABC structure in the way up, and I expect what we're going to get this baby confirmed out here today, because the volume is just a monster, man. We're already at 287,000 contracts.
That dollar index, right? Some of the currencies, man, I know you know, it's just, and most of the tigers and tigresses out there know at this point, because it's undeniable, man. The moves in the dollars, the pound, the euro, the yen, the Swiss franc, it's everywhere.
It's huge. It's huge. And if we bring this continuous contract up, what you're going to see out here, folks, maybe do it this way. I
think we need your chart as well.
Oh, that'd be nice. Let's see what we got here. There we go. That, bing, bing. Okay, so there we go. So what you have here, you've blown away this 1920. You're at 1932 right now. We've hit 1941 on the continuous. Bottom line, folks, you got an ABC structure up. You got a potential of 2,700. So it is a monster.
Definitely.
The equities themselves, they're all doing ABC structures up. They're blown away their B points, blown away with volume. And then if we get over to the dollar, you can see that it totally makes sense. The thing that's wild about this is that gold is breaking all-time highs, and we're not even close to 88 yet, man. It's 93, okay?
Yeah.
So you're talking about some major currency moves here, man. We'll see what happens when we get down to this 88 area. I mean,
and that's only going back to 2018, right? You start pushing back to where we were from 2007 to 2014. You're at like under 80 almost.
That's correct. And the correlation that you want to wrap your head around is that the last time that gold was at all-time highs, the dollar was at 72. So check that out.
Definitely.
That is like pretty intense.
Yeah.
Market-wise out here, my take is that even the S&P is not going to hold today. So we'll see what ends up happening. And the reason I'm saying that, folks, is that Europe, watch this here. You had Asia mixed last night, but Europe can't catch a bid. I got Asia up here now. You can see that nothing was up more than 0.5%. That was the CSI 300. Hang Seng is down 0.4. Europe still can't catch a bid. So that just says to me that we're going to see a little bit selling as we come through the day out here today. We'll see. Right now, the NASDAQ caught a bid for sure. That's up 1.2%. And all those NASDAQ, the big moves, I heard you, like was it 13% of the S&P, what you said?
So it's 1 out of 3 companies in the S&P about reports this week, but then just Apple, Amazon, and Alphabet. They are 13% of the S&P 500, man, and they all come out on Thursday. And the 3 companies, $4 trillion you're talking about, man. It makes sense. I mean, I think Amazon's about $1.5 trillion itself right now. Apple and Alphabet, of course, giants as well. So those are all,
Yeah. So we get a question in the den. This is a great question. So listen to this. Along with the drop of the U.S. dollar, what are your thoughts on buying gold stocks in Canada on the TSX with Canadian dollars? Trying to think it through, and I'm getting a headache, okay?
Yeah, right.
This is awesome, folks, okay? So, I love it, man.
It's great, totally.
As soon as you get a headache, folks, as soon as you have to think too much, okay, don't do it, okay? That's the bottom line. The reason I'm saying this, okay, it doesn't mean you can't buy Canadian stocks, but this is what ends up happening. If you're buying them with Canadian dollars, what you're also doing there, you're making a currency play, which I can see why. I can see why. The confusion, though, in the head, okay, can get more intense than what's happening. Like, the bottom line is that, let's go look at the Canadian dollar for a second.
Yeah.
So, if you're trading in the U.S., just to stay with the U.S., you'll be able to get the correlation. Like when I was doing the gold report this morning, you have to watch the currency moves. There's no two ways about that, okay? That being said, guess what? Large Canadian stocks are going to go a lot higher, you know. So I would just buy them in U.S. dollars right now. When they get extended, that's where you're going to really pay attention to the aspect of what is the correlation in the currency that they're dealing with versus what the price of gold is versus the dollar, you know. So I just keep it cleaner. That's all I'm trying to say more than anything.
Sure,
you know?
yeah. Less variables in that relationship.
That's right. What you do want to do is that you want to hunt these gold stocks, folks, that do have a big presence in the U.S. and Nevada. There's no doubt, because if this dollar keeps going down, gold keeps going up. Bottom line, that they're going to put some monster money into their bottom line, and what we're going to get, we're coming right into gold earnings. 30th.
Okay.
The 30th new month's coming out.
That's this week, right? What is that, Thursday or Friday? What is the 30th? Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, so that's new month. So we'll start getting some feedback, you know, as to what they can put to the bottom line. And they better put something to the bottom line, folks. You know, gold equities in general have disappointed so many times. The last time that this run was out here, not the last time, not 2016, but in 2011, what had happened is that all these gold stocks, they bought too many other companies, so their price of gold was too high, that you'd think that, okay, you're at all-time highs, they should have been printing money, and guess what? They weren't printing money because of the fact they spent too much money at high prices, you know, just like the oil companies. Isn't it so weird, Tom? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't get how they wait to highs to buy these companies, man. It blows my mind. But anyway, this is different this time. They haven't done it this time, okay? So they should basically get some good bread to the bottom line. But, you know, we'll see. And did you hear about the just coming in, man? I mean, baseball's trying to get going, folks, and the Marlins, okay?
Yeah.
They just imploded. They got 14 people right now. They started out with 8. There's 14 right now that have COVID-19. They can't leave Philadelphia. They've only played 3 games thus far. You know, so it's sad. This transmission is so fast, folks, okay? You better pay attention and stay paid attention to it, because if someone has it, man, and you're near them, it seems like it just jumps in about a second, man. So
crazy, I know.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow right now is up 104. Nasdaq's up 109. S&Ps are up 20. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 127, Nasdaq up 125, S&P's up 23, and we're kicking it off, man. There's no doubt. Tom, this is the last week in July.
That's what the calendar says, man. It's tough to come to terms with, but yeah, I mean, in Florida, so hot and humid, of course, our summers, man. But it's crazy. Time flies that we're, not that there's light at the end of the tunnel yet. We're still in July, but
we like it, exactly.
But yeah, you get into August and September, and you can at least think about the idea of some cool air at some point in your future, man.
Exactly. So what happens in Florida, folks, is that, like right now, the last week and a half, the sun gets extraordinary hot.
Yeah, and the humidity, right? Everything.
Is that it stays extraordinary hot till September, the end of September.
We're coming into that hurricane season, man. Texas right over the weekend, so hopefully that doesn't complicate things in Florida as well, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking out here?
Hey, so some of the let's look at some of the maps. All right, coronavirus, just some of the numbers, because for the first time, some encouraging stuff, even out of Florida. And it's tough to say, man, with about 10,000 cases a day in Florida. But just real quick, things I was looking at as they play in. When you look at the curve for the U.S., right, getting into it, for the first time, you're looking at a 7-day average that's flattening. Now, you don't want to flatten at 6. You don't want to flatten at 65,000 cases, right? But it's better than going up at 65,000 cases.
That's right.
So some potential hope, right? Some silver lining there for sure as the 7-day average. Deaths, of course, lagging. Now, this is the New York Times. You jump around, but you get into Florida. Okay, now Florida, one of the hardest hit states. The curve for cases definitely declining over the last 7 days. Again, scrolling down, all right? 7-day average, we hit on July 17th, 11,780.
Yeah.
You fast forward about 9 days, and we're down to 10,540.
That's encouraging.
Okay, yeah. So that's, it's as you know that I know, living in Florida, man, we haven't had encouraging anything in terms of case totals in a while. So we're still at 10,000 cases, that can't just stagnate. But again, we, hopefully we turned a corner. We're seeing more stores in terms of Walmart, Target, Publix, et cetera, more localities, even though DeSantis won't do anything statewide. You know, the president won't do anything, but thankfully localities and businesses picking up the slack where some of those politicians leave off, and hopefully this is the result of it, that it comes in. Now, other states as well. Texas, right? One of the hardest hit states. Let me just jump to their chart, because similar action, man. There's your decline, you know, on the cases, okay? We were at a 7-day average of 10,400. We're now at a 7-day average of 8,200. So some encouraging data. Now, for every case that you see declining, though, I just showed you I started off with the country, because for the U.S. to be staying at 65,000, that means there's other areas that are upticking, right? And so you got Louisiana going through the roof right now, Mississippi, some of the others, California, biggest state in the union, man. They have not quite turned the corner quite yet. You could say that maybe they're starting to flatten out, but not quite as encouraging as states like Florida and stuff like that going on.
And what has happened, which is really good for people that do get sick, is that because it's been around so long, doctors and medical workers know how to take care of it better, which is a big deal. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's some, you know, forms of treatment going around, right? Whether that hopefully are going to keep the deaths nowhere near what we saw initially in, like, whether it was New York, whether it was countries like Italy and stuff like that. And if hopefully we get these curves underway. And then, you know, the other stuff, just talking about, and this is where you got the phase 3, the first phase 3 study starting today. So they got to enroll about 30,000 participants in this. You're going to give them a vaccine. You're going to give it to them in 2 doses, I believe, and then you're going to, of course, have placebos in there, and then you're going to look at the results. What's interesting here is, you know, when we start getting the data for these studies, folks, watch out for the volatility, either good or bad, hopefully good for all of us, right? But, you know, the news that we've had so far has been on studies with about 45 people. And we're going to be looking at this is the phase 3. You know, you move from here. So we'll get these in 2 to 3 months or so forth. And, you know, that's where you come into, where then we'll be coming into maybe November. You get things produced. We're looking at basically the end of 2020 in the best world ever scenario towards the middle of the beginning of 2021.
I'll tell you, I'll go with Google. And what I'm saying there, folks, okay, Google this morning just came out and said, hey, listen, all their employees, they're staying home until the summer of 2021.
Yeah, July 2021, their employees.
That seems to me more realistic. Do you know what I mean? In general.
Yeah, because, you know, like I say, so let's say the vaccine becomes available in January or February. There's almost 400 million Americans, man, you know, just focusing on America, let alone the country, the world, that you have to eradicate this thing completely. It's going to take some time to administer that, produce it, and have people actually take it. It might need multiple doses that are going to be required for the types of antibodies that you want to see. So, you know, for a company like Google, they can probably do a lot of what they do. Their employees pretty tech savvy, I assume. Why not extend it? Because do you really want to bring them back? And I mean, just so the last thing I meant to jump to, right, is that cases like, so we got a lot of listeners in Massachusetts, all right? And this is where you really just want to be careful, because I showed where states are decreasing. Now, our hometown, Boston, Massachusetts, you know, you look at the curve and you say it's flat at 0, right? They did, because they were hit so hard early on. But again, things can creep easily, folks. On July 5th, you had a 7-day average of 187 cases. And today we're looking at 300, man. That's a growth of 60% over 3 weeks. All right, so small numbers can turn into big numbers when you deal with, just like we talked about on that Marlins, right? Things spread so quickly. So it's a little worrisome when you start to see whether, is this going to be an ebb and flow of the good states? People are, you know, can't deny reality that it's everywhere and they lock it down. And then as things get good, you lax a little bit. But with the vaccine data in flow, man, there's going to be a day that comes out, and hopefully it's in 2 to 3 months, and this first study is the one that says, hey, there's huge efficacy of this 30,000 person study, and we're about to produce 1 billion vaccines and go to it.
There you go. Yeah. Let's go to Jose in Florida. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Yes, morning, fellas. Pandemic. I'm getting tired of hearing about this, but it's always about God's providential order for the world. He put it into the world. Restraining grace has been removed. But anyway, forget all that. What's Newmont doing, Tom? This is smashing all assumptions, this gold.
So tell me what you're doing. So Newmont, you got to keep your eye on it. Newmont is coming out with its numbers the 30th. So before the market, what day is the 30th? What day? So it's a 27th.
That is Thursday.
Thursday. So it's coming out Thursday before the open. Now, do you have options on Newmont right now?
No, but I want to short it.
No, don't. Oh my God, no! Don't short gold, man. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't even get close to it. This is the real run, man. This is going. Yeah.
We're not even going to get a pullback, and Royal Gold is on fire today.
Royal Gold is a monster ABC up. When I was doing the gold report this morning, listen to this, folks, okay? This is going to be an ABC up. Do you remember what I put in there, Tommy? Well, here, let me do it quick. 139. I mean, it's a monster. 60, 120.
I don't offhand this.
Well, I got it. 130.
Where's it going, Tom? Throw out that number.
130, 230. Yeah, I got to do it when I come back.
Perfect.
Okay.
Stay right there. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 123, Nasdaq's up 109, S&Ps are up 21. We're talking about Royal Gold. So it is a confirmed ABC up. I suspect it's going to get the volume today, Jose, at 191, and you're at 142. So we need volume of more than 500,000 shares today, and you already got 129,000. So you get the 500,000. Bottom line is that, it's... You got big action, man.
Wow, 191. Normally I would say, wow, you had a shot of schnapps this morning.
I don't blame you. Listen, man, the weekend, 2 weeks ago when I was doing the gold report, the price projections for the XAU and the HUI, believe me, even I had to explain that they're so outrageous, it's insane, but the bottom line is that they are what they are. Like, it was 2 weeks ago when the HUI was at 249, and I'm saying this thing wants to go to 523. And I had to really kind of explain in there, like, why.
Okay, so no pullback whatsoever in Newmont Royal Gold?
I wouldn't say that. No, I can't. What does happen is this, though. We're in an ABC structure on the way up. And so what does happen, those are mostly straight line moves.
Wow, straight line. All right.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thank you.
You know, the other news out there breaking, people I'm sure seeing, is that the president's national security advisor, fellow Robert O'Brien, tested positive for COVID-19 this morning, man. So I guess he was on vacation, so not really in the White House since Thursday, I believe it was. But nonetheless, man, you know, it's just this thing. Baseball teams everywhere. The president's top national security advisor, the president of Brazil out there. You got the vice president's chief of staff, was it? One of his advisors. Just continues, man. It's just staggering. You know, at a time when in Florida, you know, we have this whole battle going on with opening schools, man. I don't know how this plays out. So that's out there, man.
No doubt. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials and see the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow right now. So let's see what we have. You got putting positive points on Apple. There you go. Apple's putting 42, Big Mac putting 19, Caterpillar 14, Goldman 14. Taken away from it, nothing heavy, man. You got Walgreens Boots 8 minus 8 points. Boeing 8 points, Raytheon 6. You know, so no, not big action. Inside there, inside the NDX 100, Moderna is up 7% or $5. You got Skyworks up 4%, Biogen up 4%. Taken away from it, you get Fox down 3%, Walgreens Boots off 3%, Ultra Salon down 3%. So, I guess
interesting stuff. You know, one of the areas to the lot of stocks moving, right? But the cannabis stocks getting a little action this morning. Cannabis, back and forth. Canopy up almost 4%. I saw Kronos got a pop on the open. So just interesting as the market, you know, certain sectors you just get pops, you get pullbacks every day. It kind of differs. Yeah.
So let's look at Canopy for a second. Okay, let's see what we got here. So the low for the year is $9. Oh, this is getting interesting. Look at this. Look at this, folks, okay?
Okay.
So we get a short position in Canopy of 18.9%. Oh, this can get interesting.
Shame on them. No, I kid.
Yeah, no, this can get interesting, though. Let's look at this. Okay, so
they really missed the boat on their last earnings announcement. I'm a long-term bull on them, but
see
scary stuff in terms of what they said on their last call.
Their gross revenue is going to go, we did 115 last quarter, and that's what was bad.
Yes.
And they're going to get down to 97.
Yeah.
It was probably forward guidance. Yeah, okay. But the bottom line is that's pretty intense.
You know, I'm going to be paraphrased. I think it says something about there's going to be like a reorganization over the next year, something like that, you know, in terms of what they have going on. That's why the market kind of fell out of bed on their last earnings announcement. So the horizon on them might be a little bit longer than people thought, and maybe that's where you saw that short interest tick up. I mean, it's a reasonable deal. You know, if people are looking for exposure to the
I mean, I think it's going to be, you know, it already is a huge market. It's going to be a lot bigger market, but it is a commodity. I mean,
oh,
you know,
definitely.
You throw a couple seeds in the ground, and all of a sudden you get pot, right?
Right. I'm just going to take this off. You know, if you want a little bit more security, less volatility, and still you want some exposure to cannabis, Constellation Brands, man, great company. They make Corona beer along with many others, spirits and so forth. But they have a huge stake in Canopy, and you're not just riding on the hopes of cannabis legalization, where you're going to have some huge volatility.
That's a nice way to go. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
This company, you gain exposure for their huge investment in Canopy, and you get the consistency.
They're positioned to take Canopy over totally. That's how
Yes.
this is set up too, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and what has happened is that Constellation actually had to take a write down, folks, because of the fact that Canopy growth went down. You know, now
Okay.
they get it both ways. I mean, they ran the run up too, but the bottom line, they had to take it down. So, yeah, meaning on the books, it's nice it's at a low price. It's not at a high price on the books of Constellation Brands themselves, which is important to understand. You know what I mean? In
Sure.
general,
You know, the other thing just to throw in there that was nice to see if you are a Constellation owner is when they purchased that online company, right? The Gary Vaynerchuk's Empathy Wines. So they got a whole direct-to-consumer company that they purchased with e-commerce there for their own brands.
Okay.
But then as that plays into things, if cannabis ever were to be, taken off the federal, stage one level?
Yeah,
just
Schedule 1,
regulations
right.
eased in the U.S. They're going to be pretty perfectly positioned, man, with an online retailer, with their distribution plans in place.
Yeah, this is going to get a lot easier for states to basically make it legal, and I think for the feds to make it legal, because we're all going to need money, man. They'll just tax the heck out of it. But
So just to add on to that, Marlon,
the federal liquor tax. That seal is a federal liquor tax on liquor.
Totally, man. Totally. Yeah. And just to tie up, to go back to that baseball story, man, there's already cancellations that are reverberating. So you have the Marlins that got hit. So the Phillies are quarantining their entire clubhouse because they were playing with the Marlins, I guess. So now you have the Yankees and the Phillies game completely canceled. We just had opening night like 2 days ago, man. It's just it's crazy how quickly that's going to escalate at a time when now baseball, you can be relatively distant in baseball, man. So, clubhouses, you can't, though. That's what's going to happen in this, And then you bring it to a game like football where you got 22 people on the field at the same time, all bumping chests, man. I don't know. Sports might be tougher than we think right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And what is going to happen probably is that the basketball is playing in the bubble, right? And that's going to probably work out.
They're in Orlando, right? Trying to play in the bubble, yep.
Baseball didn't want to play in the bubble, and, we'll see how this shakes out. But, going from city to city to city, I mean, how do you keep anyone locked down, right? I mean, it's almost impossible.
Listen, with all the money in the world they're trying to spend, they still can't do it because this thing, it's very difficult if you're not wearing a mask, social distancing, and practicing safe practices.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow up 141, Nasdaq up 114, S&P's up 23, gold's up $40, silver's up 164, and King Dollar is getting smoked down 867. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 133, Nasdaq's up 128, S&Ps are up by 23. And we had a couple questions in the Tiger's Den here about MID, a couple gold stocks. So,
sure.
One is Midas Gold up in Canada. There we go. Okay, so what that question is that insider selling last week, who's in besides Paulson? So this is quite an explosion in price. As you know, what happens, folks, is that the exploration stocks are going to move much faster now than the producers. The reason being is that because gold's at all-time highs, their backyard is filled with gold that hasn't come out, and it's at higher prices. So when you get above that level that they make money at, that's just how it goes. You can see this in what is that? Let's see. Yeah, in a month we've gone from 53 cents to 165 on Midas. Yeah. Now this is probably game to like 2 something. You know, you broke the 6-year consolidation. Your next, so yeah, 6-year consolidation. Once you break, they're all going for this October of 2012. That's where they're going, folks. So that's 280, and if you're looking for ownership inside here, you get Paulson's in here. Now, what's cool about this company, I don't know enough about this company, meaning the fundamentals, but what does happen is this is a Nevada company. So when it's dollar per dollar, it's a big deal. And, you know, there you go. Barrick Gold is, you know, that owns 19% of it. And then you got Paulson owning 3.5%. That, I would say the real plus here is that what you do have, of course, you know, you get Newmont and you get Barrick. They're the 2 largest gold companies in the world. Well, guess what? As gold keeps going up, if they already own 20% of it, they know they're an insider. They come in. If they think that, you know, the bottom line is that they can get gold at the right price, well, guess what? They'll basically keep up in that position. So. Look at Royal Gold. As we were talking, when we were talking with Jose, it was up $3.50. Now it's up $7.50.
Yeah, the moves are just crazy, man. As there's a pricing difference going on.
Yeah, I see. It was already up here this morning, but it traded down to 141. Now it's back to 144.18. Yeah. Well, what happens is that the amount of gold that's in the ground is what it's going to be all about now. That's how this basically shakes out. So. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. So when's Amazon's coming out with their numbers on the 30th?
Thursday, right?
Yep, 30th before market.
Okay.
And they are going to be looking for, let's see what we got here. $81 billion. Top line, $1.51 bottom line. Oh, so this is a very low number for them this time. This is interesting. Yeah. So I suspect, their expenses, bottom line, have gone up dramatically. Bezos going to say they went up dramatically. He's going to spend more money. That's the bottom line.
And I think that last earnings call, right? That's the one that they said that usually we make X amount of dollars over 90 days, and they said over the next 90 days we're not going to make anything, and we're going to spend billions more than we usually would have, which kind of evaporated that whole earnings that they had.
Yeah, right. Now you can see that, man. That's so. And we'll see what the expectation is, as to Amazon saying that. And now the real question is, what is the market expecting, right?
I was just going to add in that it took almost, no time for the market to figure out, man, in terms of saying, hold on a second. They're going to get to turn on the earnings spigot eventually again, man. And we were sitting at around 2,400 on those earnings. And now we're comfortably more than 20% above that price level right now at 3,070.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. I mean, how about notes? So I was looking at notes. We're back under kind of 139.22. Kind of some of the areas I was looking at today. I mean, pretty cool right where we are, man. Talk about sitting at the highs, right? You back it up to the high we had on April 21st, 139.22. You back it up to the high we had on May 15th, 139.21.
Right.
The high on July 10th, 139.2225, so call it 139.22 again. And the last couple of days, man, we were up at 139.25 on Friday, and we were up as high as 139.24 this morning, and now back under at 139.19. Still about 0.6% that yield just sitting for the 10-year.
It is, and that's where. So we get the Fed meeting. That's where you can see that the Fed is definitely controlling these rates, folks, okay? And this is the first time I've ever seen it that flat outside of in the 94 to 98, because then bonds only move 2 or 3 ticks all the time. That's all they did. I mean, a 3-tick move in the bond was a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
Seriously, right.
And it's the first time I've seen it since then like that. I mean, it's like pretty intense, actually. So,
yeah. I'm jumping around completely, but we got McDonald's earnings this week as well. And talk about charging higher, man. Right out of the gate, McDonald's up like 1.6% today at 202. And you back this up to where we are, man. I mean, we're approaching, and take this up, we're approaching the highs that we had early June, which is 202.73. McDonald's, we're at 201.88. And we're almost back to pre-COVID levels for McDonald's of about 215-ish.
Yeah, and, they're 5 years ago, they took in $24 billion. This year, only 18.5. Next year, 21. So they're back in the growth deal, and
interesting,
isn't it? And
I did that. I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. And what they had done is this: they closed a huge amount of stores because they knew they were underperforming. They had too many stores close to each other.
Yeah.
So they did a rework. And now I would say that, COVID-19 is basically helping them. It's right up their alley because there's going to be so many, unfortunately, restaurants that close, folks, okay?
Sure.
I mean, it's just slews of them. We haven't seen anything yet. I mean, it's...
No, and I mean, that's one of the companies firing off on the drive-through, right?
Yeah.
Let alone Uber Eats and DoorDash and all those companies that are able to deliver McDonald's. And, the one thing that not enough people ever talk about is that the deals these big companies get when they sign a deal with Uber, right? If you're a mom and pop, you sign a deal with Uber, you're paying them like 30% or something crazy that they take of the gross. McDonald's doesn't have to pay that because Uber needs to have McDonald's as part of their platform, et cetera. So they have these individual, it's just interesting how that every facet plays into kind of that delivery business and how it's playing out.
There's no doubt. Let's just go over and see if what kind of, you get gold trading in between. So we're up $40. You're at 1938. Move this way a bit. Up, 1 second. There we go. Okay, so the first high was reached at 7 o'clock this morning Eastern time. Oh, this is going to be good, man. We're getting volume in as we're going up after the 7 o'clock high in the morning. So Well, it's only $3 away, but we'll go after that. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials right now up 136. Nasdaq's up 118. S&Ps are up 23. We're coming right back.
Back in the day, I joined the Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 134, Nasdaq's up 122, S&Ps are up 23. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right under featured content, Rocket Equities and Options. So this is the beginning of your 3rd week, right?
That's right, man. We talk about it all the time. Time is crazy. Time flies. And we're in the beginning of the 3rd week. And this is the final week of the special going on for the launch promotion. So you can get in as a charter member. You can save 50%. You can lock in that rate for as long as you remain a subscriber, folks. I hope that I'm out there doing this years into the future and that you're still locked in at $48.50 and we're crushing some results. Worst case, 30-day money-back guarantee. You got nothing to risk. Come on over to the front page. I have a new report out this morning. So you got a weekly report every Monday. We got a long-term portfolio that we're building in there. We got a couple positions we're building already in there, and then we're going to have some swing trades, some option trades when those become possible as well. We got volatility, we got earnings. I encourage you to check it out, folks. And again, you just hit subscribe, you choose the monthly, you add the promo code ROCKET, add that code, and you can save $48.50. Lock that in with a 30-day money-back guarantee. A great time to do it. Check it out on the front page. And I got to give you a promotion as well, man. The Gold Report. I know you closed out a couple winners last week, folks. 2 of those positions he closed out had over 100% profits, man. Congrats on those and a couple more as that gold report. It's rocking, man.
Yeah, we get the metals rocking, there's no doubt. And this silver, folks, let me tell you, man, silver was lagging, and it's pretty amazing. You look at silver at 21.51, and I'm saying to myself, oh, my God, this thing really does want 30. And it's like, just so you give you an idea, folks, okay? Yeah, silver has exploded to those prices, and there's no reason that it can't get there again. I don't know if we'll stay there, but the bottom line is that it wants to move, man. I mean, it's, the next spike is, it's 31 to 35, man. It's crazy.
Oh, boy.
I know. Stay right there, folks. Think of Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rose, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.